Hello there. Theresa May has until Friday to sweet talk or twist elbows to get all her ministers to sing from the same Brexit hymn sheet. Or will we be seeing sackings and resignations? According to the Secretary of State for Housing, Communities and Local Government, James Brokenshire, his fellow ministers will agree a clear direction for Brexit during the upcoming Chequers away day on Friday. But with the Business Secretary Greg Clark saying that the Brexit transition phase could be extended beyond 2020, which will majorly irk Brexiteers, one can see that there is still a tad of a divide in the cabinet. So up steps the chairman of the Tory backbench 1922 committee, Sir Graham Brady, to warn ministers that they must unite behind a plan or risk both a fudged Brexit and a Corbyn-led Labour government. Electorates these days are volatile, but one thing is certain, they do not vote for divided parties, he warned. Well, it's very difficult when the cabinet itself is so divided that some commentators are predicting 1 or 2 cabinet resignations by the end of the week. And while he worries about a Corbyn government, a YouGov poll shows that 6 out of 10 Unite Union people who were asked thought that the UK would be worse off outside of the EU single market, which is of course Mr Corbyn's position on Brexit. They were also for a second referendum by a factor of 57% to 34%. Talk about a divided party sounds more like 2 different parties to me. But Theresa May has gone on a policy warpath. She has set up a new Conservative Policy Commission and launched an appeal for her MPs, Lords and Conservative Party members to submit 1,000 policy ideas to help win the next general election, says The Telegraph. Wonder how many will say, Policy 1, sack May. How low will the EU stoop? It turns out that it has been warning UK development organisations from involvement in EU humanitarian aid programmes, because they could lose all funding if the UK leaves the EU without a deal. Officials working under Martin Selmayr, the most senior aide to the European Commission President Jean-Claude Juncker, have inserted disclaimers in aid contracts warning UK NGOs that they will be dropped as a partner in programmes should Britain crash out of the EU next year, reports The Guardian. But, says the Guardian report, the UK's membership of the Intergovernmental Organisation for Economic Cooperation and Development, the OECD, means that many of these programmes would remain available anyway. A UK government spokesperson said that the EU was hindering the UK's ability to alleviate poverty amongst the world's poorest. Now, you could be charitable and just say that the EU Commission does not understand the rules, or I'll leave it up to you to decide. But you also have to wonder what else people are being misled about, don't you? Erin Banks, the co-founder of Leave.eu, is now believed to be under investigation by the National Crime Agency over links to Russia, says The Independent. The NCA was handed loads of emails which, according to the Independent report, show that Banks was offered 3 Russian business deals. Banks has stated that he did not take part in any of those deals, calling the whole thing a witch hunt. He said to The Times, "Let the NCA investigate." And the former UKIP leader Nigel Farage said that he found this whole world of endless accusations being made without any proof quite extraordinary. How much longer is this going to run? Surely if there'd been any concrete proof at all, Banks would have been hauled before a judge by now. Finally, I was honoured today to be invited to the Fovant Badges Society annual Drumhead service. The Fovant Badges Society is a voluntary organisation dedicated to the maintenance of the regimental badges that have been carved by soldiers into the chalk downs of Wiltshire just above the village of Fovant. It is believed that the first of these was made by men of the London Rifle Brigade in 1916, and in 1970 troops from the Royal Corps of Signals constructed their badge to commemorate 50 years of the regiment's existence. The Australians that came to our aid in the Great War also made 2 badges, and they have provided hard cash for their upkeep from about 1919, with the Fovant Badges Society receiving grants from the Australian Department of Veteran Affairs. The Australian Army also takes an active role in the Fovant Badges Society and always has good representation at the annual Drumhead service. It is a very well supported and attended remembrance event and, as expected, professionally executed in true military fashion. The service itself is conducted in a large barn that contains many nesting birds in its rafters, and they chirruped loudly all the way through, and the louder we sang the hymns, the louder they got. But on leaving, it was pointed out to me that this is connected to the building we were just in. Music for the hymns was provided by the excellent Shaftesbury Silver Band, and they decamped to the lawns to entertain the guests while they enjoyed a delicious post-service tea. In this dangerous world, we should take heed of the past and ensure we have a robust and capable military to safeguard the future peace. So, please let us all know what you think by leaving a comment below. Thank you for watching. Please do like and share this video, and also subscribe to my channel. And when subscribing, please do remember to press on the little bell next to the subscribe button. That way you'll get an alert every single time I put up a new video. Thank you very much for watching.